And if you check over on Sean Murray's Twitter, you see what the. Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and today I have a more of a newsy type video. More maybe speculation is more the word for it. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. But this morning I woke up and I went over to Sean Murray's Twitter and I saw this weird post about him just marking he took a screenshot of a news article and he just points to the name and it says Sean Murray. So I'm like, whoa, okay. We have another update coming, guys, because usually he'll put out an article whenever there's a new update. He'll go on to like either IGN or over to Xbox or PlayStation, and he'll write up a little like editorial kind of describing what the update is. So I'm like, yes, finally. Except if you look at the name of this article, it is, "Can We Trust Hello Games Marketing This Time Around?" Written by Sean Murray? Okay, so I will say right off the bat, this is not by actual Sean Murray from Hello Games. It is actually a writer from The Gamer. He's not even close to Sean Murray. It looks like he's an American. So, or no, I'm sorry. He's from Canada, by the way. Here's his bio. And so, not our Sean Murray. I'm just like, okay, that kind of freaked me out. I had a good 30 seconds of panic, like, oh my, what is going on here? But if you actually go into the article that fake Sean Murray wrote, it actually goes into some worries that people have had and something that actually I don't have. And maybe you guys do. Let me know down in the comments below. Are you afraid for the next project that Hello Games makes? Because I'm not. Simply because, the article kind of goes into No Man's Sky and the ramp up and the hype train and everything you guys already know about. All of us, we all know about it. And I mean, if you want to actually see a great recap of it, I highly, highly recommend you guys watch The Engoodening of No Man's Sky by the Internet Historian. Go check him out. It's an amazing video. Just be aware that it is a very long video. It is super in-depth. I think it's like an hour long, so be ready for that. But it kind of goes through everything that, the ramp up, everything the Hello Games went through, even after they launched the game and their road to redemption, if you want to call it that. But that is why I'm kind of going through this article. I'm just like, no, they know what they did. Sean is a programmer first. He is a details guy. He's the creator of the game. He's not a PR guy. And because their team is so small at Hello Games, they needed someone. And so they shoved Sean Murray out there. He was their explanation guy. He was their PR guy. And he's not very good at it. And I think he is now. Now he knows. CEO Sean Murray knows. Don't do certain things. Don't share certain things. Because, yeah, I think that was the issue. And, to cut to the chase on the Engoodening of No Man's Sky, basically, Sean was developing a game. And he was telling game journalists that, hey, look, we're thinking about adding this thing in there because it looks like it would be really cool. Game journalists would go out there and say, hey, look, everyone, this is going to be in No Man's Sky. And then like 6 months later, Sean Murray's like, oh, those sandworms? We thought they were going to be a good idea, but we put them in there. They just weren't fun, so we took them out. Well, there you go. You're missing features now. All of a sudden, the things you promised weren't there when he really didn't promise them in the first place. Anyway, I could chat about that all day long, but I just wanted to kind of point out, that there's people who are worried for their next game. Their next game is going to be as big as No Man's Sky, which to me is pretty amazing. I mean, I can't even imagine another game other than, you could say Minecraft, and I guess, but I think No Man's Sky is in a league of its own. What other game? And yes, granted, there's not very much, variety. There's not much variety in there, but it is so massive. It's so huge, and they're adding to it every day. I'm sure they're working on it. This year alone, we've gotten how many? 4 or 5 updates for free. Totally free updates. So I have all the faith in the world about Sean Murray making a great game. Hello Games making a great game. And speaking of that, have you guys played The Last Campfire? You should. It's a pretty good game. And I think, what, 2 people made that game? So Hello Games knows what they're doing now. They had to misstep, but they have worked so hard for the last 3 years to earn back all of my goodwill. And I think they've done that and then some. I mean, how much free content could you put out before you've redeemed yourself? I think they've done it already. So hopefully you guys kind of like the speculation video and kind of joking around a little bit. So I'll see you guys next time.